Sabrina, because the two defenders was covering all over McClung. It was no way that ball was going to come to him.
My question is, though, I blame him, but I don't. Why are they calling a passing play in that position? Run the ball down their throats and run the clock out.
Come on, don't tie them nothing. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Spikes and Heels. I'm Gwen.
And I'm Sabrina.
Just so blessed to have you with us. Everyone, don't forget about our contest that we're doing this month. 3 chances to win. Third prize is a Spikes and Heels t-shirt. Second place is a $25 gift certificate. And first place is a 1 season of NFL Game Pass. Mm-hmm. But in order to win, you have to subscribe and hit the notification button.
Mm-hmm. Right down there. Okay, Gwen, so let's get started. Our hot topic. Let's do a hot topic.
Well, our uncle did say these injuries was going to happen because of a lack of a preseason. Mm-hmm. So there were several notable ones this past week.
There were so many, I had to write them all down because I wasn't going to remember all of them. That's how many there were.
I know Tua got hurt.
Yeah, Tua got hurt with the Dolphins, quarterback of the Dolphins. You said Andy Dalton, with Chicago Bears. He got hurt as well. Baker Mayfield got hurt with the Browns. Yeah, girl. Baker Mayfield. I said Breaker. Baker Mayfield got hurt, but it wasn't as bad as they thought initially, so that's good. Carson Wentz with the Colts got hurt. Girl.
Wait a minute. These are the quarterbacks.
Exactly. Then there was some non-quarterbacks, wide receiver Jarvis Landry with the Browns as well. TJ Watt got a little.
Yeah, I saw that. But see, Sabrina, he was injured already.
Yeah.
And he was.
Tyrod Taylor got a little bit hurt. Danny Amendola. It's a lot of people. So really the hot take for this week is, are these players going to be okay? How long are they going to be out? How is it going to affect their teams? That's a lot of players, and many of them, most of them.
Quarterback. What's going on?
Yep, I don't know.
Cam might get a chance to start now.
Who? Oh yeah, how about that?
If one of them have a, serious injury, I'm praying that all of them are okay and they won't be out for long. But that's a lot.
So which of these teams can least afford to be missing their quarterback? I would say.
Well, when we get into a couple of these games, we already done seen how, because we got our first gorilla stomp.
Yeah.
Because the quarterback went out. So we're going to get to that, but
you're right.
Of them.
Yeah, so Baker needs to be in there, though. I think
Baker needs to be in there for the Browns. Tua is a must for the Dolphins. Mm-hmm. Carson Wentz is a must. Yeah, all of those, none of them can go without their quarterback.
So if Tyrod Taylor having to be out for several weeks, is our boy Deshaun gonna get his chance, or they gonna be stubborn?
Girl, no, you gotta mix that. I don't think Deshaun want to play for them.
He doesn't, but he's still on their team, and
But if he don't want to play, they can't make him play. He's not getting in that game, Sabrina.
I don't think they're going to get in the game now, because now it's like spite. I don't think that you're going to put him in.
Especially when they done came at him too. Remember, I believe that they behind all of these cases. I'm just going to say.
Or 99% of them.
Exactly. So he would sit over there and lick his wound, but Yeah,
I don't think he's gonna be able to get in there either.
They're gonna have to call me up. They're gonna have to get me on.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
I'm just messing. But seriously, I don't know what they're gonna do. They need 3 or 4 quarterbacks per team now. It seems like, because they going down by the head.
Well, they're going to the backups now. They still got backups, but
they're gonna need a backup for the backup.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Well, my boy done finally overcame. He finally took down my homeboy.
Yes, he did.
Lamar has never beaten Mahomes. And last night, when I tell you, Sabrina, them Ravens game, I'm telling you, those Ravens game, even starting from last year, they are always so good because of Lamar.
Yeah.
And his ability to run past, he do everything but throw it to himself.
Exactly.
And I had to go with the Ravens because they were in Baltimore, but my heart was like, Mahomes was going to get him. I was so excited for him because I think it was something in his psyche. And now I feel like they can go forward now, because imagine having this rival or this, you have a competitor in your conference, and every time you go up against him, he loses. Lose. So this is the first time he actually, but what I love, and I will just love, and I commend Lamar for this, because whenever he do his post-game interviews, the reporter, usually the female, always trying to get him to take the onus on himself. Like, you did a great job, and Lamar is forever pushing it back on, we did it as a team.
Yeah, he always comes across with humility, always. And yet he's so electric.
But I am this close to getting his jersey. I can't do it because of, my football love for my team. But you can like another player on another team. I can like, but because I live in Maryland, I can kind of get away with it.
Right.
But oh man, that's my dude right there. That's my number one person.
You're a Lamar fan, not a Ravens
fan. Exactly.
Yeah. I have someone in mind who I know that she is a diehard Cowboys fan, but she also loves Chase Young so much, that she's a Chase Young fan. And
how the world that happened?
I don't know, but she was like, it's funny. She always says, he's the only one that I respect, him and only him. She was like, all the other players, the owners, the staff members, the janitors, everybody else can kick rocks, but him, he's the only one I like. So yeah.
I get that too. The best call of that game, Sabrina, because I don't think you saw it. Okay. They had to go take that it was 4th and 1.
Oh, I saw it.
And did you see Harbaugh say, what you want to do? You want to go for?
And Lamar
know what Lamar said, but he later told us what he said. He said, HE double hockey sticks, yeah.
Yes, and he was like, let's go. Yes.
That's the kind of coach I want. He stepped out of the field. He was like, Holmes, what you want to do?
Yes.
Man, that was the best call. I was like this. Yep. What coach does that? You have that much confidence in your quarterback. Love it.
That's what I was about to say. That shows he has the quarterback, the confidence in his quarterback to say, I'm gonna let you call this. Can you think you can do it? And he's like, yes. Like, what we gonna do? Let's go.
Yeah, I ain't never seen that in my life.
I couldn't have done that. To me, you're on your side of the field and you have Mahomes on the other side. If you don't make it, I couldn't have made that call. So they would have
already been in field goal position if they didn't make it.
Yeah, they had.
But they had to do it because what else? You're not gonna punt and give the ball back to my homeboy. No,
I think I would have punted and given the ball back to them because it was like a minute 5, a minute 8, something like that. I would have taken a chance, but it obviously worked for them, so they made the right call. But I wouldn't have been gutsy.
I ain't never seen that like that, man. That was some cold calling.
Yes.
A cold play call. He stepped out. He would say, what you want to do? You want to go for?
Yeah. And I heard later, that's exactly what he said. HELL.
You can read his lips.
Yeah.
Now you couldn't read Lamar's lips, but you sure. I can read Jim's lips.
Clearly. Yes.
I always kind of kept my eye on Derek Carr because he's easy on the eyes. But this dude is playing this year. I don't know what happened. I don't know. Did they acquire some pieces, Sabrina? What happened?
I don't know. But just so far for these first 2 games, he has over 800 yards passing in just 2 games. So already he is on a roll. If he keeps this up, he's going to break all types of records.
Yeah, but he done beat 2 powerhouses.
2 legitimate teams that I didn't think they could do it. And they did it.
So yeah, I'm going to keep my eye on them because I ain't see that coming. Maybe that new stadium bringing them luck, but
maybe they feel real good about this stuff. And I've read an article too, and it said that the Raiders are, I want to get this straight, they have the most ticket requests of any team right now because they have fans from California back in Oakland and all of that
want to
traveling to Las Vegas. So they say that stadium and that team is in high demand right now. So Raiders are 2-0, they on the road.
So the obvious teams are 2-0 for us, the Bucks. We know they were the one going to lose to Atlanta, even though that was one of their divisional rivals. Mm-hmm. So the Bucks are 2-0, but surprisingly, the Broncos 2-0. Mm-hmm. Now that's the sleeper 2-0 team.
Yeah, but are they for real though? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
we'll see. But right now they 2-0. So
yes, and the Panthers are 2-0.
Now, wait a minute. Say what?
The Panthers.
Yeah, because they beat the Saints.
which we have to talk about when we get
Let's
to our
get
pick.
into it right
Let's
now.
get into it. Jameis looked like a whole. The
I
Jameis.
tell what?
He looked like the Jameis that I know that I say he is. God bless his heart. He looked like regular Jameis, like I knew he is. He wasn't doing nothing this week like he did last week.
Others like that. I don't know what goes on with him.
I don't
He would
know.
have a phenomenal, even when he was at Florida State, he would have a phenomenal game. And then the next game would be mediocre. Then the next game would be out of this world. And the next game would be mediocre. So they're going to get this. It's going to be a roller coaster all season with. He's going to have games. He like last week, 5 touchdowns, no interception.
Yeah.
Doing it this week because they lost by like
it was like 23 to 7, something like that. Yeah.
To the Panthers.
Also, Arizona's 2-0. We've been talking about
that's
them.
my sleeper team.
Yeah,
they pulled it out on Minnesota. I'm telling you, Sabrina, they're gonna keep this up. We're gonna have to put them in our playoff conversation. If halfway through the year, if they at least have 6 wins under their belt by 8, if they have 6, because they'd be like 6-2 or something like that, we may have to put them in our playoff conversation this year. Who thought it?
So also the Rams are 2-0 and the 49ers as well.
Both we can expect that from both of them, though.
Yeah, both NFC West. So they're 2-0. Is that all?
That's a division that's gonna be tight to win.
Yeah.
You know? Always. They remember last year, every week it was somebody in the league.
Yeah, they were switching. Yep.
Exactly. So I can see them being 2-0. The Rams they have our former assistant coaches, both teams.
So one game that we didn't call on our picks last week, but it still ended like in a way that I wouldn't have suspected. The Seahawks lost to the Tennessee Titans in overtime. It took overtime, so they didn't blow them out. But the Seahawks still lost in overtime, and I believe they were at home in Seattle. And so I don't know how your boy Russell's going to do with that. That's your other boy.
Sierra must be pregnant or something, because he done started this mess again from last year. Ain't no way he should have lost that game.
So Gwen always
he didn't look himself. Something is up with Russell. I gave him the benefit of the doubt because I figured in the off season he could get himself together. So this is my second fave is Russell, but Sierra must be pregnant or something.
Gwen has had this long-standing theory that whenever Russell and Sierra get too, as she would say, boo loving and all of that.
Boo loving.
Too much boo loving, then Russell don't play right. So she be wanting Russell like to talk to his own wife.
Not. I ain't say not talk to her. I said get a man some space. I ain't say not
don't talk to her.
I said stop all that boo loving. That's what I said. They on TikTok and I ain't seen no TikTok. That's what I'm saying. He done stopped that. I ain't seen none so far. I said, because somebody else, I'm telling you, Sabrina, somebody else done said something to him too. I'm telling you, I ain't seen not one so far. So I'm like, keep this up, we good. But yeah, because my pick for the NFC was Russell. I thought Russell was going to get it together and take the Seahawks back, but I'm going to have to do a mid-year turnaround on that one because this ain't working out.
It is only 2 games in. We won't jump.
But Sabrina, you can see a lot from Jack.
They didn't blow, the Titans didn't blow him out. It was over.
You lost. I know they didn't blow, but he lost, Sabrina, and I'm used to Russell producing and being more productive than this. I feel like a little bit, somebody done clipped his sale or something, because he haven't been himself in the past 2 years. Is this his starting to decline because he getting on the other side of, them years or what? That's why when you get an opportunity to go to the ship, you leave everything on the field.
Absolutely.
Because you don't never know when you're going to go back. And they squandered their second time.
Yeah.
So they haven't been back since. And the way he looked, man, this dude just, ooh. But that's my boy. I'm going to have to send him some extra prayers for him. But they probably back to that boo loving. And here it comes.
So we kind of referenced this game earlier, but the Bills totally blew out the Dolphins.
We have our first official gorilla stomp.
That's right. That was
a gorilla stomp is when you hold one team big goose eggs scoreless.
Yes.
And did that happen because Tua went out?
So I believe that had something to do with it, but I also think they were outmatched. I think it's
the Bills is going to beat them anyway.
Right.
So yeah, you're right. So it didn't matter. Maybe they come get that boy Fish Tragic to go back down there with them. Oh, granddaddy got hurt last week. Come to find out, he took this baby boy to the pool, which I totally get. You want to spend quality time with your kids. They gone most of the year. They in training, But you have to limit and watch the activities that you do. Now, so apparently he went surfboarding or something, fell and hurt his hip. Ain't tell nobody. So remember I said the dude ain't barely fall on him. Like
I remember you said that.
Them little brittle bones, you need some Geritol for men. So I was like, here it come. Now he out. Okay. I wanted six-pack to play, but
yeah, so Gwen and my uncle were saying that they heard some story about Fitzpatrick being hurt before he got hurt in the game. And I was like, what are you talking about? And I was looking for articles. I haven't found none yet. So where did this come from? Like, I haven't seen or heard anything legitimately yet. Did he really actually get hurt before he got hurt? You know what I mean?
NPO. Mm-hmm. What's the news people?
NPR,
sorry. NPR, I always get that. Girl, between names and acronyms, I just always get it wrong. NPR, that he supposedly hurt himself at the water park with his son. Like it because of that made this worse.
Mm-hmm. And I remember, like you said, you were saying like he didn't really fall on him that hard.
I done seen him fall harder than that, and it's like he rolled up the back, got a back spasm or something. I was like, Lord, look at this thing right here. If this baby just don't, he done made $70 million, been a backup for 9 different teams. He need to lay it down.
If you can keep making millions of dollars being a backup and don't barely play, and of course, they want to play, they want to win, they want a championship. But if you could somehow continue to get these type of deals and you barely playing, I ain't mad at you.
I'm mad at you because you need to be right behind my dude.
And so by him going down, our boy, as what you call him?
Six-pack
has come in, and Six-pack led us
through our first win of the year.
Yes.
Taylor, like, man, that was a good game. That was a good game.
Yes, it was. Yes,
but I had to go back and now look, because Sabrina called it again. She's been complaining about this one. The way I was complaining about that line last year, Beanie getting it right about Hopkins this year.
Oh, what I tell you.
That dude, see, I'm gonna be honest with you. I can't really get too excited, Sabrina, because the Giants imploded.
That's what I was gonna say.
They imploded.
We didn't win that game.
We didn't. They imploded.
Yeah.
And that bothers me because we haven't even hit these we got the Bucks, we got Dallas twice,
we got the Chiefs.
Come on now.
We about to play the Bills
and the Ravens. So if these teams are not going to implode, they're going to explode. You know what I'm saying? So my whole thing is we got to get it right. They got to get Six-pack doing some refs, getting used to them 2 targets he got now. I need to see Samus out there. I need to see Logan start catching some more balls and be a better target. Mm-hmm. So I'm a little worried. I thank God for the victory.
Yeah,
but we didn't win that game. They imploded.
And it was
had it not been for that penalty.
Yeah. If that Giants player had not jumped off sides on that Hopkins first kick, we would have totally lost that game. And I've been, like Gwen said, complaining about Hopkins week after week. I think there's some things going on in his personal life I read or something. But even with that, it's still business.
Hold up.
I don't know.
Kicker.
I don't know what's going on.
What, man, I don't want to hear that. Don't make no excuses. Don't make no excuses. We all got something. No.
Yeah. But yeah, all I'm saying is I don't know what the problem is, but he got to go.
Yeah, the problem, Sabrina, but this is the thing. When they start bring somebody in and try them out, he always does what he's supposed to do Monday through Saturday.
But when the rubber meets the road, it's 250-50 for me.
But he outplayed the ones that they bring him in to compete against.
Listen, it's got to be somebody out there. Where Mark Mosley at? Bring his behind in here. This ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work.
Oh my God, that's a good one.
But yeah, so
so I'm like, I won't get excited, but I was happy that we won.
Right.
But they gonna have to tighten up because we haven't even hit This
And these
gonna be
other
rough.
teams not going to give you these gifts.
No.
They're going to run all over you. They're
Over
going
us.
to score up. But Heineke had a good game though, except for that one interception.
But you know what? Because he was doing too much because he was trying to be the savior. He needs to settle down.
No, I think he did good. It was just that one play.
He forced that pass, Sabrina, because the two defenders was covering all over McClung. It was no way that ball was going to come to him.
My question is, though, I blame him, but I don't. Why are they calling a passing play in that position? Run the ball down their throats and run the clock out.
Come on, don't tell them nothing.
Why is your coaches calling a passing play in that situation? Unless he was just improvising and did it.
No, that play was called. That play was designed.
It was a design passing play. That's idiotic in that position. You don't do that. Run the ball down their throats and take your time and run the ball out. That's elementary basic. So I blame him, but I don't in that.
Yeah, I just don't want him to try to do too much. You are good enough. Mm-hmm. And I could see where he would think he would have to because they brought Fitztragic in on him. The way he played in that playoff game, how he almost took Tom down. Mm-hmm. He almost took the GOAT down.
Yes.
He should have been given an opportunity. Mm-hmm. But I tell you this, I think Tragic can pack it up because if 6-pack win another game, he ain't coming back in.
Mm-mm. And even when Fitzpatrick is healthy, I think he's going to be the second string then. I can't see them yanking. This place will go off. This whole city will go. His own teammates. If you hear how the teammates
always like with dry snitching a little bit, like they want 6-pack.
They want 6-pack. They do.
But we won. But we lost. We won and lost at the same time, because they can't do this next week. They got one more week, and that's it. After that, it gets how they say.
No, it gets bad now. They have the Bills next in Buffalo. What are you going to do with that?
Oh my God!
So it's over with.
It's always over with. Yeah.
Playtime is done.
We were supposed to be 2-0 at this point.
Yeah, and so quickly we didn't pick the Eagles game with our picks last week, but the Eagles lost this week as well, which dropped them to 1-1. They lost to the 49ers. So everybody in our division is 1-1 except the Giants. They're 0-2. But technically we're at the lead of the division because we beat a division rival. So our 1-1 is stronger than the other teams, but still playtime is over. We have the hardest schedule in our division because we went to the playoffs. And so we can't be messing around like this anymore. It's like it's not going to get easy from here on out. No. And our secondary, gosh.
Good night.
I don't,
man. And Jones made Collins. I told Bobby last week talking about that you could come to our team and play better. That don't work, and that will always work in reverse for us. People don't come to our team and play better than their previous team. They leave their team because they play them worse and come to our team. Daniel Jones made Collins look like he was walking.
And Daniel Jones had so many.
Daniel Jones made Collins look like he was walking. Ain't no safety supposed to get outran like that. And Burson.
And here's another problem too. I think our defensive line, I need them to step up. Something's going on with them. They're not playing to the same level. If your line is not getting the push, my father was reminding me of this. If your line is not getting the push that they need, then the secondary is going to struggle some too.
So did my theory about getting them big paychecks? Do you think that? Because one of them got a lot of money.
You talking about Jonathan Allen?
Yes, right. Yes.
Sabrina,
what happened between last season and this season? They all still young. They the same personnel. They know each other. You know what I'm saying? What changed? What's the difference? Did offensive linemen learn how to, work them? I don't know, because it's all the same. But you're right. I ain't seen them on the other side of that line barely. And then Jack Del Rio finally got a brain in his head because he started blitzing. That's the first thing you do. Send one of them corners. Oh, that's something Collins good at. He can't chase nobody down the field, but he blitz. He gets a lot of sacks.
Yeah, he does.
He knows how to do that. Don't send him down the field chasing somebody. Send him to that quarterback. If you're not getting that push, you got to ask some more people.
Yeah. So adjustments must be made. The schedule for Washington is only going to get tougher. You still have several division games left. And them Eagles, even though they lost this week, still scare me. Jalen Hurts can play.
Yeah, that dude on point.
Yeah, Jalen Hurts can play.
He bringing back all his Alabama memories.
Girl. So we're going to see.
They lost that game barely. Like, that could have went either way. So yeah, it's like I'm not really Dallas. What's going? I deliberately took that L, which I'm gonna stop doing now because Sabrina's starting to get serious. Because then we keeping count, she want to win, but I can't do it, Sabrina. So you gonna beat me? I'm telling you now. If you gonna beat me because I can't root for Tyler. If money was on the line or my life, maybe not even money because I don't bet, but I can't do it. I just cannot fix my lips.
I mean, I'm not cheering for them go Cowboys.
But if we're gonna do this professionally, we have to give the most information and best possible and teach the ladies and the gentlemen, so you're right. So I'll try to call it a little
more realistically.
Anywho, go ahead.
So we're going to talk about the results of our week 2 picks. Some of them we've kind of already touched on. The first was New York and Washington. We picked Washington. They won. Thank God by the skin of their teeth, by the grace of God. It literally was the grace of God.
It was.
Next is the Raiders and the Steelers. We talked about that, how the Raiders are 2-0. They surprisingly beat the Steelers. We picked the Steelers.
Because they were at home.
Right.
And they're coming off that strong showing the week before. I thought they could handle. Plus, I wasn't convinced about the Raiders. I thought they got lucky, but they on the Cardinals and the Raiders. They are moving them up from bum status. I'm moving them up from bum status.
Right. Then what was the next one? Let's look at the list. Cowboys and Chargers. We picked the Chargers.
But we knew the Cowboys probably was gonna get them.
Yeah, in our hearts, we kind of maybe knew, but. And this was an obvious one. We had to pick this game because they're the Super Bowl champs, the Falcons and the Bucks.
Yeah, we're going to be doing their schedule the whole year because they deserve the recognition being a Super Bowl champion.
And then the Texans and the Browns, we got that right. The Browns beat the Texans, so that was good. And then the Chiefs and the Ravens. Who did we pick there?
We called the Ravens.
We did. Okay, and the Ravens won, even though I wasn't sure about that one.
That was a hard one. I could not go against Lamar. Something said don't go against him.
Okay.
Like he's gonna pull it out. He's not gonna fail you twice in a row because he clearly messed up. But now it's, All right, B, let's get into this week's picks.
Okay, so this week we're gonna pick 8 games. We decided that 8 of these games were worth picking this week. The first is the Panthers, who are 2-0, like we said, versus the Houston Texans in Texas.
Thursday night game.
First game of this week 3.
The Panthers and the Texans, and they're gonna be in Texas.
Yeah.
And Tyrod hurt. I'm going with the Panthers.
I'm gonna say, here's where we start differentiating already. Somebody gonna get a point off of this. I'm gonna say the Texans are gonna win with Tyrod out because I don't trust that the Panthers are legitimate 2-0. Texans. So you picked the Panthers?
Panthers.
All right, that's our first split. Coming up next, this one's gonna hurt me a little bit. The Washington football team versus the Buffalo Bills in Buffalo.
Oh my God.
Y'all know how we feel about Washington. It's our team. However, I'm trying to take my team fan hat off and pick, if I wasn't a fan of either team, I have to pick Buffalo, and that hurts me to do. I hope I'm wrong. I have to pick, but I'm sorry. Yes, I am a real fan, but I'm sorry. I think that's going to be too hard.
Well, I'm going to have to take this L.
Okay. Or maybe it'll be a W.
I'm about to, because I'm going to take this L because in my heart, I know the Bills probably going to win, but I got to root for my team.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe you're going to pick Washington.
I'm going to take the Skins.
Okay. All right.
I can't do it. I just can't, Serena.
I know, and I feel like a traitor.
But no, you don't know because you are doing it right. I'm the one like.
Next up is a pretty good game. The LA Chargers versus the Kansas City Chiefs in KC.
The Chiefs.
The Chiefs. I picked the Chiefs as well. Yes. And so that means the Chargers would be 1 and 2. Yeah. Anyway, the Chiefs.
They should be 0-3 after this game.
Right. Ridiculous. Next up, we have the Saints versus the Patriots in New England. Are we going to get first week Jameson or second week Jameson? I mean, not Jameson, Jameis. First week or second week Jameis? Who we going to
Patriots.
I picked the Patriots as well.
Patriots. I ain't playing with him no more. I'm done.
Right. Okay. Next up, we have the Bengals versus the Steelers.
Steelers.
Yeah, I think the Steelers are going to bounce back this week. They're not going to lose 2 in a row. Steelers.
I don't know. The Bengals looking a lot better than they did last year, but they still won't be at the bottom of their division this year. They look a lot better. Like they're not getting blown out. They just losing respectful, you know.
Okay.
So, yeah.
All right. So next up, we have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Super Bowl champions versus the LA Rams in the new Sophie Stadium. Woo-wee! That's a
Man.
I'm picking the Rams. I'm picking the Rams. I'm picking against the man, and I'm picking the Rams. Come on, Gwen, what you got?
I want to go to Rams too because I can't stand Tom, but
what does the truth say in your heart?
The Bucks.
Are you picking the Bucks?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna pick the Rams.
I'm gonna be way behind you now.
No, you're picking the right one.
It's okay. I'm doing it for fun because Sabrina, no, I don't gamble. I got kicked out of my fantasy football league for fighting.
Fight? You mean fighting as in arguing?
Fighting in my dreams.
Oh, you so silly.
When I would lose, I would have dreams that I was beating them people up that beat me that week. And I say to myself, anytime you taking it this serious, you gotta take a year off and just woosah. I got kicked out of my fantasy football league for fighting, virtual fighting.
Virtual fighting. This is sad. All right, next is the Packers and the 49ers in Frisco.
Look, do me a favor. Are they winning now?
Oh, let me see. Wait a minute. Oh, no, Green Bay's up 28-17.
Green Bay
up. They're about to score again.
So it's the Packers and the 49ers?
Correct.
I'm going to take Aaron.
Let me think on this. I'm going to take Aaron too. Yeah, okay. I'm going to take Aaron. And the last game is very important to us in Washington because it's the Eagles versus the Cowboys in Texas. I don't know what to do there. This is literally one of those ones where, honest to goodness, you can toss a
I wouldn't care. They need to if God and God's most infinite wisdom and power, if they could just end in an overtime draw, that would be the best. But it's not gonna happen. So I can't
pick. I don't know what to do.
I'm a pick. You know we're about to go down.
You about to pick.
I just cannot do it.
I know.
I can't. I'm gonna have to pray that Hurts brings something with him.
Yeah.
Eagles.
It could go either way for me. I'm just gonna have to pick the Eagles, I guess, because I can't stand Dallas. But I want to pick intelligently and not emotionally.
Exactly. But I want to pick intelligently, but I'm just too patty. And I hate them too much. I'm just too patty. Let me holler at you. Let me tell you, because this is why, now this is the truth. It ain't so much the team, because some of them players are nice. I like Coop. And I think Dak is a phenomenal African-American quarterback. So I'm going to be honest with you. It's the fans. Do you know the first week when both of us lost, 7 of them Bammers called me when we lost. And I'm like, wait a minute. Didn't y'all lose too? And y'all lost on Thursday night on football to the Super Bowl champions. Why are you calling me? Well, y'all lost too. But we both lost.
So be quiet.
It's the fans. It's their fans. I'm telling you.
Yes.
I can't do it. I cannot sit here and go, they're going to win. They probably gonna win because it's a home game, and Dak looked like he coming back. Zeke looked a little better this week too.
He did.
So I know Dallas gonna I know Dallas gonna give us one, but I'm praying that Hurts can just pull out an upset.
Yeah, I hope so too. I'm gonna pick Eagles.
It's gonna be my upset of the week game. Like Dallas was probably going to win and should win, but I want Hurts to give him to him. I want him to have an Alabama flashback and just run it on him.
Yes. And my father has this phrase, like when people make excuses, he calls it finding a tree to jump behind. They always got a tree to jump behind. Well, we played the Super Bowl champion, so that means that our loss was better than your loss.
L is a L.
You lost.
I can't stand them calling me. I'm like, seriously? When they lost on Thursday night, I don't pick up my phone. Then you know when I said, well, that was you. You missed the opportunity to make me feel bad.
They wouldn't have answered the phone.
Exactly.
They running high.
From last year. You wouldn't have answered. But you missed your opportunity to make me feel bad. No, I was giving you time to lick your wounds. You know, because we all, anywho, it's the fans. So, talked to my Uncle Bobby during the game. Alex Smith had a commercial. But the strange part of this commercial was he had on a Kansas City Chiefs shirt in the commercial. Now, I got in my paper bag feelings because his last team was the Washington football team. Now, I don't know if you guys knew this, but when they didn't bring him back, he started to feel a certain way. Like he had made a statement like, well, they didn't think I could do it. They didn't think I could do it. They took a chance and they made me do all this extra stuff. And I was like, but Alex, I would have made you do that extra stuff too. That leg was down to the bone.
So for those who may not know the story, Alex Smith was what some people would feel is a mediocre to good quarterback. And I
would say he was good. He's more than mediocre. He was good.
I say as well. Yeah. But some people say he was just a game manager. Anyway.
Okay, I can buy that. You know.
Yeah, so he ended his career here in Washington, but not the way that he wanted to. He suffered a catastrophic injury.
Catastrophic is an understatement. What's the worst part? He almost had an on-field amputation.
Yeah, it was bad. And so
he broke it, and then that MRSA, the flesh-eating virus got in it. So when they took the bandages off, they had to peel away all the meat on his leg except for the tendons on the backside. Go look up the pictures. I bet you're screaming.
Don't eat bad. And so most people thought he would never play again. That's how bad it was. But he was determined, I'm going to play again. So when he finally was able or ready to come back, to me, understandably, Washington was like, I don't know if I want to put you out there. Suppose you get hurt again. And he, like Gwen was saying, he got in his feelings like he felt like whatever he felt like we didn't give him
a true opportunity.
And my thing is, I think anybody that would allow him to go back out there again ought to be commended. I think he's being too hard on us.
If I was the coach, he wouldn't have got no time. Your life means more to me than you getting a Super Bowl ring. Yeah. So you're going to have to sit this one out. You can still keep your little 12 million, you know, but you're going to sit this one out because you're not playing, you know, but I'm grateful that he had, you know how much, like I said, I'm an Alex Smith fan forever, only because I saw the 60 thing on ESPN. Oh, yes. And I saw 60 Minutes.
Yeah.
The episode, they did a whole episode on 60 Minutes, and you know how bad it is. 60 Minutes, we having topics, some good, you know. So this was a good topic because this dude came back Navy SEAL style. That's what them people, them doctors and special forces was like. We done seen all kind of injuries, and this dude had a, like Sabrina said, catastrophic. Say it for me.
Catastrophic.
I can never say it right. Injury. So when he came back, it was okay. But then I feel like, don't take that chip off your shoulder, dude. But he has several chips on his shoulder, and rightfully so. He was in the 49ers. He got him to the playoffs, couldn't get him over the hump. He come calling. They go to the Super Bowl. Then he goes to the Chiefs. He goes every year He just doesn't win the title game to go to the Super Bowl. Then they get Mahomes 1 year, then he's with us. So we ain't had no intentions of going nowhere. At least we did go, we went our division, but that's it. But so I can feel like he didn't want to give up. He always wanted to do more. But I think that was a low blow. Like we're the first ones to get on us when we do something wrong.
Absolutely.
I'm so glad they changed their name. I don't know what to do. But it better not be a red nothing, And yes, I had to think about it. At first I was stuck on it. But then I had to think about it. Once it was gone, it made more sense to me that it was gone. I could see in this climate how you want to just alleviate and take all that negativity to a minimum. So that was good. But now I feel like he coming at us, so he's doing saying little digs and stuff. Just let it go. They gave you got like what, $30 more million for those 2 years, or that year that you come back. Just sell off into the sunset and enjoy your life.
Enjoy your life. And I don't understand how he can be upset after, like I said, the opportunity that we gave him. Most people wouldn't have, I don't think.
I wouldn't. So speaking of mascots, they put out a list and they listed 8 of the most popular, 8 of the man, this is gonna be a hard right here, dude.
Let me go back. What was the one that I said? We both said, Commanders.
Commando. Yeah, I like that one.
It wasn't Commando.
It was what?
Commanders. Commando when you go without underwear.
I know. You didn't get my joke.
Washington Commando.
You ain't get my joke because we full of it.
Full of what? I'm so lost. Anyway.
We full of poop. We full of.
What did that got to do with Commando?
You get it, no draws. You got doo-doo on your pants.
I think I must be sleepy because I don't get it. I'm sleepy.
I'm sleepy too because I was terrible.
Commandos.
Okay. Beanie rattle off the 8.
So it's the Commanders. Washington football team. Washington football team still on there. Red Wolves, which so many people like, and I don't understand.
It shouldn't be a red nothing. Because if you're not going to do the Warriors because you want to get away from the Indian, the native Indian stuff, then don't do no red, because that was what it wasn't, the fact that it was the fact that you was calling them Redskins.
Right. Red.
I don't know what that means. So why would you then replace it with another red? If you're not going to keep the skins, then you can't have no copper red. So I wish they would. I'm not howling. I'm not wearing nothing. I'm going to keep wearing my WFT stuff.
People say
you always got to pause like that because you can say it the other way.
WTF?
Yeah.
But and we say we're not gonna have. They be Red Wolves within a year.
Sabrina, I wish
within a year we're gonna be woo or whatever. We're gonna do it.
You can stand an ice cube in hell stand a better chance than me howling. I'm gonna tell you that now.
I'm gonna save this video. I'm gonna have
an ice cube in hell stands a better chance. I wish I would. I'm not gonna be out. What kind of foolishness? I barely sang the Hell to the Redskins song when we were school. I would clap and do all that, but get out of here.
Get your howling ready.
I wish they better not. So what's the other one, Sabrina?
Red Hogs, which is stupid. The Defenders, which I wouldn't mind Defenders. I could deal with it. The Armada.
Hey, that's the worst part of
because we don't defend. Right.
Maybe to help them. How you gonna say? That's an oxymoron.
Right. Golly. Don't defend.
What's the next one, baby?
It's 3 more. The Armada, which I don't like. The Brigade, the Washington Brigade. I can maybe because that gives reference to. Yeah, and then the Presidents, which is Washington. And I get it, it's political. We're in
DC.
But I don't like the sound of it. The Washington Presidents. It don't sound tough enough,
Wait a minute. I thought you said the one previous Armada. Oh, the Brigade.
I don't like Armada.
You don't like? I like brigades. Nobody want no Washington Press. Who coming up with the man? I'm telling you, they need to get Spanking, Alfalfa, and them out that room. Who coming up with these names? These are ridiculous.
Girl,
So
somebody.
the truth is in there somewhere. They lean into one of them already, Sabrina. You know this.
Yes.
So they're gonna put a lot of fluff around it
Uh-huh.
so that it looks awful. So that's why they're gonna say the Washington Red Bunnies, the Washington Snow Devils, the Washington
It's
Angels.
gonna be the Red Wolves. I'm telling you.
I'm gonna lose my mind.
And I
That's
don't
my
like
least
that name.
Why? My whole thing, if you got rid of Redskins, then get rid of it altogether. And like you say, wolves in the Native American, buffalo in the Native American, wolves in the Native American, they all have a symbolic, relationship. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not gonna do the Redskins, why you doing some red wolves? That's crazy.
Right.
Ooh, like that.
She ready, y'all. Listen to her. Listen to
No,
her.
I'm not. I wish I would. That's the last person only y'all getting out of me, because that was for Spikes and Heels.
All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this week. We hope you enjoyed the show. And we want to close by reminding you, if you have not subscribed and you want a chance to win NFL Game Pass, subscribe, hit the subscribe button. If it's red, hit it, and it should be like gray. Make sure it's gray or whatever color it is. And hit the notification bell so that you can be notified of our next videos. This is it for now. We're going to see how we do on our picks this week. But for now, that's it. I'm Sabrina.
And I'm Gwen. Stay blessed, stay safe, love someone. Bye.